Good afternoon, girls. This is our 16th lecture of digital circuit and fundamental of microprocessor. Till now, we have completed the unit 1, unit 2, and for unit 2, we have completed combinational circuit and sequential circuit, right? We are on the process of sequential circuit. Today, we are going to see the concept of resistors there, right? Simply we know what is the purpose of register we use into the daily life to write there, right? Why we are writing over there? To store some information, some data, right? The same purpose, same concept is there into the digital world also. Now, the register means what? It is a flip-flop of one memory bit memory cell which can be used for storing the digital data, right? The register means what? It is a flip-flop, is a one bit memory cell which can be used for storing the digital data. To increase the storage capacity in terms of the number of bits, right? Suppose if you want to store the 2 bits, 3 bits, 4 bits, so you need to increase that the number of flip-flops over there to use the group of flip-flop, and such group of flip-flop is known as the registered, right? Flip-flop is a one bit of memory cell. It is storage memory cell, right? One bit. But suppose if you want to save the data in continuous 8 bit, 16 bit, 17 bit, so you have to arrange the flip-flop in a group, right? And that group of flip-flop is called as the registered. So that 8 bit data will stored there, 16 bit data will store there as per your requirement, right? The n bit register will consider the n number of flip-flops, and it is capable of storing n bit word, right? Each bit is stored into the single flip-flop, right? If you are storing 128 bits, so you need a 128 flip-flop to store the 128 bit, right? Understood? So before this lecture, we have seen that the flip-flop. Now, what is the application? This register is the application of flip-flop, right? Now, the types of flip-flop, types of shift register, how it is stored and what are the types of the shift register. The binary data in a register can be moved within a register from one flip-flop to the another flip-flop, right? If you are storing that data will scroll from one flip-flop to the another flip-flop. The register that allows such data transformation are called as the shift register, right? It is a shift register because you are inserting the data, and that one by one that data is, we'll see into the example, it is shifted to the another flip-flop. Now there are four type of operations in a shift register. One is serially in, serially out. It doesn't perform any operation in this register. It is just the storage devices. Whatever you are storing, it will remain as it is. So that storage devices and taking the data from the register, they have the four types. First is storing into the serial. So serially it's coming into the register, and again serially it going from the register. So serial in, serial out. The very short form is called as SISO, right? Second form is that serial in, parallel out. At one clock pulse, sub data is out. All the data is out. That is the SIPO. So serially in, the data is inning serially, but it is, when it is out, it is parallelly at same clock pulse. All the flip-flop data will out. Right? Parallel in, serial out. Parallelly in means one time its data comes to the all flip-flop, but that data is out in a serial way. So parallel last types is say parallel in and parallel out. So PIPO. Now we'll see one example of serial in and serial out of all four types, right? So now first we'll see the serial in and serial out. What is the serial in and serial out? let all the flip-flop, here we have considered 4 bit only, right? So we are using the 4 flip-flop, flip-flop 0, flip-flop 1, flip-flop 2, flip-flop 3. So this is the MSB and this is the LSB, right? So the let all the flip-flop be initially in the reset condition, right? So reset condition means what? The Q2, Q3, Q2, Q1 and Q0 all are 0, right? Serially out, it is all are 0 in a initial. If and enter the 4-bit binary number, that is 111. Suppose if you are entering the binary number 11, this is the data, right? D2 is connected, is D3 is connected to this data. So this data is 1111. So we have to store the 4 time of 1, right? Is made into the register. So this number should be applied to the D in. So this is D in, data in bit, with the LSB bit applied first. Now which is the LSB? This bit is last bit is LSB. It is called as the least significant bit, and this is the MSB, that is the most significant bit. So now it first consider the least significant bit, right? So the your data is 111, but first it will, in at very first clock cycle, it will consider 1, right? The D flip-flop of FF3, D3 is connected to the data D in. So this is the D3 and this is connected to the D in. The output of flip-flop 3, Q3 is connected to the next flip-flop of the input D2. Now Q2 is connected to the D1, and and Q2 is connected to the Q1 is connected to the D0, and Q0 it is a output, serially output, right? Now, and so on. So now we will see how it is functioning. That now operation is done. Before applying a clock signals Q3, Q1, Q3, Q2, Q1, Q0 all are 0, right? Because it is a reset, right? By applying a LSB bit number to entered in a D in to D3 flip-flop, right? D3 is equals to 1. So automatically is the D flip-flop, whatever the data into the input, the same data will throw into the output. That's why it is used the D flip-flop over here, as we have seen earlier. By applying a clock on the first falling edge of the clock, F3 is set and stored the word into Q2, Q3, Q2, Q1, Q0. Now here the one it is come over here, here again 0, here again 0, here again 0, right? Now next for next clock pulse, right? So D1 bit again it comes 1, right? Now here the 1 it comes here, right? So now again D3 is equals to Q1, and again here the one that will shift into the Q2 in this clock cycle. So what is your output is 1 1 0 0, right? Now the third bit is applying into the third clock pulse. So now the third bit is again here 1 1 1. Here is a 0. It is shifting by 1 flip-flop for each clock pulse, right? In a last process, similarly, last bit is 1. So if it is a 1, so again it comes to the 1 1 1 1. So your all Q2 Q3 Q2 Q1 is equals to 1 1 1. So what is this? This is serially in, and this is form is serially out, one by one. If you are giving here the 0, so it's come the 0, this one will shift here, this one will shift here, this one will shift here. Next again you are giving 0, so this 0 will shift from here to here also, then 0 will come here, then again 1 and 1. So this way they are cycling the data, whatever the D0 or D in, that is shifted into the Q3, and again Q3 is connected to the D2, and Q2 is connected to the D1, and Q3 Q1 is connected to the D0, and so on, right? Now, how it is operations, we'll see. Now, these, as we have seen, all Q3, Q2, Q0, Q1 is 00. We'll see the signals. This is your clock. Clock 1, clock 2, clock 3, and clock 4, right? At very first clock, all the Q3, Q1, Q2, all are the reset, right? So it is the data will be a 0, 0, 0, 0. Then Q2 data in is here high, right? At this clock pulse. This is D in. When it is D in is 0, all are 0 because it is into the reset condition. For this clock pulse, all are 0. Now, for one clock pulse, when your data is high, means you are sending a 1, right? For if it is a sending a 1, your Q3 will high, but at this clock pulse, rest Q2, Q3 will 0. Q2, Q1 and Q0 will 0, 0. So it is shifted to 1, this shifted to 0, this shifted to 0, and this shifted to 0, right? So as you are inserting at this clock pulse, again, when you are in a second clock pulse, your D in is 0. So in that time, your Q3, Q2 is 1, and Q1 and Q0 is 1, 0, 0, right? When it is a third clock pulse, all three are 1. This is Q3, Q2, Q1. Only Q0 is. In the last clock pulse, your Q3, Q2, Q1, and Q0 all are 0. It is a all pulses are 0 because you can change. Not only you are taking a 1 1, it can be a change into the 1 1 0 1 in between the 0. So what is in 0? If it is a here 0 you are giving, so your D will come down here. When it is D will come down here, Q3 will come down. In the next case, the 1, if it is a 1, this is 1, but again this will be a 0. So this is what 0 1 0 1 1, that is the signal. So it is shifted by 1 bit. That concept you can keep it into the mind. Just I have explained this, the truth table, how it is shifting a data from Q3 to Q0, and how the waveform will represent for that registers, right? Now, in second condition is that it is a serial in, parallel out, right? Serially in. Now we have seen serially in, serially out. So one bit is shifted while it is outing. Now here the bit of difference is there. In such a type of operation, data is entered serially and taken out in a parallel fashion, right? Data is loaded by bit. The outputs are disabled as long as the data is loaded, right? As long as the data is loaded, the output will be a disable. Let the data is loaded serially, the output will not comes to here until and unless data is not loaded completely. As soon as the data is loaded, get completed, all the flip-flop contain their required data, the output are able, so that all the loaded data is made available over all the outputs line at the same time. So here the clock pulse will not change, right? Only clock will change while inning the data. Each clock pulse it will in one data. But when the data is completely loaded into all the flip-flop, so at one clock pulse all the data will come output. So that's the basic difference between the parallel and the serial. Parallel is working with same all the things with one clock pulse, with the same clock pulse, right? But in serially, one by one data will come into with respective clock pulse, right? So it is changing the signals. So the four clock cycles are required to load the 4-bit word, right? Now, how many clock cycle is required to get serially data in? It is a 4 clock cycle. But when it is a out data, hence the speed of operation of SIPS mode is same as SIOS mode, right? When it is out the data, it will take the single clock pulse to out the data. Now here, one by one data is coming out, so the same speed is there, right? Now, the next example is parallelly in and serially out. We have seen here the serial in, it is the same, serially in. First example is serially out, no complications. It is second example is parallelly output. Now we'll take the parallel in and serial output. Parallel in, just bit of difference between the parallel in, right? The data bits are entered in a parallel fashion. The circuit shown the below is 4-bit parallel input serial output register. The output of previous flip-flop is connected to the input of next one via combinational circuit. We will see what is that exactly. The binary input word B0, B1, B2, B3 is applied through the same combinational circuit, and there are two modes in which this circuit can work, namely shift mode and load mode, right? It is a shift mode and load mode. There are two modes. This is a combinational circuit, right? When it is the data is comes serially, and when it is the data is shifted to the mode, right? Because this is parallelly in and serial out. So if it is a serial out, data has to be shifted by from one flip-flop to the another flip-flop, right? Load means it is an input mode, and shift means it is a output mode. So we'll see first that. So this is the data B0, B2, B1, B0, B3, B2, B1, B0, right? This is the data parallel in, and this is out shift. Now here the one bit is there, that is a shift oblique load, right? Load mode. We will see the first load mode. When the shift load bar is line is low, if this is low, this is 0. Shift and this is 0 means it comes here the 1, right? If this is 0, the AND gate 2, 4, 6 become active, and they will pass B1, B2, B3, right? 2, 4 and 6 will active, right? Will active means this is 1. If any of the input is 0, it is 1. So whatever the data is we are giving to the B2, B1, B2, B1, B0, it's the same data will come to the D0, D2, D1. And B0, B0 is directly connected to the D0, right? So B0 is directly connected to the D0. We should not worried about that. It is directly. Only the things is that the D2, B1, B2 and B3. So this is D3, D2, D1 is connected to the B2, B1, B0 with respect to this AND gate and this OR gate. So whatever the data of this, the function will depend upon whatever the data of this, it will come over here, right? Now we'll see that. Suppose this is 0. We have seen that okay, this load shift is 0, it is inverted, so it comes 1, right? Here it is 1. Here suppose b0 b0 1, we will take 1. So the 0 1, it is AND gate. 0 1 means it is 0. Suppose here 1, suppose this is will get 1, so the 1 1 means 1. In ORing, any one of the input is 1, output will 1. So whatever the B2, it will represent into the D2. So the data will come over here and will get loaded into the corresponding flip-flop, and thus parallelly loading takes place. Now the serially shift mode, right? If this bit is 1, right? This bit is 1, line is 1, the AND gate 246 in become inactive. This is become inactive, and hence the parallel loading data become impossible. It is impossible, the data are coming impossible. So whatever the data is comes the B2, it is coming to the AQ3, and the data is again going to here, and again data is the flow of the data will be in this way. So this is B0 data will come here. It is already Q3 is data, Q2 has data because it is loaded first case, and the second case when it is shift mode is 1. So this AND gate are inactive 246, right? But these are into the active mode 135. 135 AND gate become the active mode, and therefore shifting the data from left to right bit by bit on application clock pulse, and thus the parallel in and serial out is takes place, right? Because this AND gate will active, and this AND gate is connected to the one of the input of your previous output flip-flop. So this data will shifted here, this data will shifted here as respective to the clock pulse. So when it is a parallel in serial out, there are one mode, that is a shift and load mode. So the very when it is 0, it is into the load mode. When it is 1, it is into the shift mode, right? When it is taking a data in, that mode is into the 0 mode, that is called as the load mode. When data is taking serially out, so that mode is into the shift mode, that is 1, right? Now the last of shift register is parallelly in, parallelly out. So we will give the parallel in, parallel out. In this, there is a no your D2 is connected to the previous output. All the flip-flops are separated, but all the flip-flop will work with the same clock pulse. In this mode, 4-bit binary bit 0, B1, B2, B3 is applied to the data input D0, D1, D2, and D3 respectively of the 4. As soon as the negative clock edge, this it comes, right? It's applied. The input binary data is loaded into the flip-flop simultaneously, and loaded bit will appear simultaneously to the output side. Only clock pulse is essential to load the all the bits. There is nothing, yeah. And this is very fast data transformation register. This is type of mode is parallel in and parallel out, right? So we can see the one more mode is the bidirectional shift resistance for both the direction. Now we have seen from left to right. It could be a right to left also, from MSB to LSB and LSB to MSB. In microprocessor, there are the register that shift right, shift left, shift right with the carry, and shift left with the carry also. There are the four register to shifting a data to rotating the data, that is called the rotate register. Equivalent to the multiplying the original number by 2, right? Similarly, if the binary number is shifted right by one position, then it is equivalent to dividing the original number by 2. If it is a left shifting, so it is multiplying by 2. If it is a right shifting, it is a dividing by 2. Hence, we want to use the shift register to multiply and divide the given binary number. Then we should be applied to move the data in entire left or right direction, and such a register is called as the bidirectional register, a 4-bit bidirectional shift register as shown in a figure here, and there are the two serial input, namely the serial write shift data, as we have seen, just now I said, that is the input dr, and the serial left shift data, that is the dr and dr, along with the mode selector, right? So in all, here the mode selector means whether it is a shift right or shift left, right? So that is, again, same mode selector is connected to all the bits. For the flip flop of 2, 4, 6, 8 will work, and the same time, and the next clock pulse it will work 1, 3, 5 and 4, right? So the data is coming serially and data is going serially, and it is shifting left and it is shifting right. It's depend upon the mode, right? Now we'll see the function. With m is equals to 1 minus shift right operation, if m is equals to 1, then the AND gate 1, 3, 5, 7 are enabled, where remaining AND gate are disabled, right? So if m mode is 1, right? So this is 0. If this is 0 means these two, four, if it is a 0, if it is a 1 here, so it comes the 0. So here 2, 4, 6 and 8 are disabled, and 1, 3, 5, 7 are enabled. Now see, m is equals to 1, here it comes the 1 directly. So the 1, 3, 5 and 7 are enabled, right? In this means what? The data right is shifted to the right bit by bit, the from flip flop f3 to f0 on the application of clock pulse. Thus the m is equals to 1, we get the serial right shift operation. If the m is equals to 0, when the mode control m is connected to the 0, the AND gate 2, 4, 6, 8 are enabled, while the AND gate 1, 3, 5, 7 are the disable. So this is the shift to right, shift left, and data is shifting from F0 to F3. Data is shifting from this F0 to F3. So this is F is connected to here, so it comes here. Now again this is connected to this F5 4, data is comes, again this Q3 is connected to this. So data is shifting left, right? This is the bidirectional register, right? So thus with m is equals to 0, we get the serially left data, right? And thank you. If any query, you can ask me, the girls, for this register. This is the basic. There is no operations in a register. The fundamental concept, when we buy our register for writing, so we write the informations over there, right? So it is just storing a information. The same concept is here into the microprocessor. This is only just to store the information, and it is just rotate, whether it is a parallelly or serially, whether it is output, we are taking a data, we are storing a data in the form of serially or the parallelly, because in our communications we have a two type of communication, that is the serial communication and parallel communication. Generally there we use all this register kind of, anywhere, any, all the digital systems we use the registers over there. From the register it is started the memory concept. So nowadays we can call it as the RAM memory, ROM memory, EPROM memory, random access memory. So all these are the version, but the first storage devices is the flip flop is discovered, and the flip flop is storing the 1 bit of memory 7 cell, and the group of flip flop is called the register. That concept is used into the microprocessor, and later on the memory concept has developed into the digital system. And thank you, girls. If you have any query regarding this lecture, this concept, you can ask me.
Welcome.
Is it audible,